These two fighters should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, weighed in at 115 pounds on the nose. He stands at 164 centimeters tall with a reach of 170. And he'll be facing the Jackal, Carl Frampton. He tipped the scales at 121 pounds. He's 5'5" tall, and his reach is 62 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. You're looking at one of the scariest bantamweights of all time. Blazing speed and ridiculous power all packed into a 115-pound frame. He's the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Whether it's super bantamweight, featherweight, or super featherweight, he is a real danger, as tough as they come.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the two-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Perfect punch. Misses with the straight left. Straight right just misses. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Right hand. They miss with the jab. The face is telling the story from that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Offense all the time. That jab misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That chat is slick.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Got out of the way that right hook. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. They drop their guard, they get caught. Both men step back for just a moment. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move. There's a counter shot. Insane action. The perfect counter lands. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I like that round. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round three. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that straight left. Well done with that counter shot. That one lands. Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see more jabs. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Miss with that jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So much firepower here. Couldn't land that jab. You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it. So time back in. Let's keep fighting. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he just misses with that jab. There's a scoring blow. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They're both trying for a knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. These two were made for each other. scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to...
Great round. Now relax.
Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
With that. Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
Just like another like TKO, it's Teddy Pendergrass all over. TKO is spot on.